Hi, I'm Donna Maria from IBN and IndieBusinessBlog.com, and I've been doing a lot of thinking lately about change. Change is, of course, constant in our society, it's constant in our lives, and it's constant in our businesses. And there are three things I wanted to share with you that have been, just rolling around in my head over the last couple of days because of a lot of changes that are going on in my own industry and what I'm seeing going on in the industries that my colleagues are involved in. First of all, we have to be able to anticipate change. It's so important to stay connected to our industry colleagues so that we can see what's happening in their businesses and in their lives, and in that way we can anticipate some of the changes that are coming down the pike. Reading your industry trade publications, going to your industry related conferences, being involved in social networks where your industry groups are, very important so that you can anticipate change as it's coming down the pike. The second thing we have to be able to do is we have to be able to institute change. So whether change is coming or not, we have to know in our own lives and in our own businesses when it's time to make a change. And we have to be able to have the power and the support staff and the team to be able to execute that change. And then thirdly, we need to be able to respond to change. That is, when we see our industries changing, when we see other people changing that we're working with, when we see our personal situations changing, we have to be able to respond to those changes because, after all, we can't institute all the change, and a lot of change becomes necessary simply sometimes by surprise and sometimes just by the actions of people that we have no control over, or actions of the world that we just have no control over. So being able to anticipate change, being able to institute change, and then being able to respond properly to change. These things are really important, and you know what? There's no science to it. I make a lot of mistakes when it comes to all three, but I try to stay in touch with my industry colleagues, and I try to be able to institute change when I need to, and also to respond properly. And it's really important to be able to respond and also to change things around when you make a mistake. And that happens a lot in business, and mistake is not a bad thing as long as you learn from it and then take some steps moving forward to make sure that you don't make the same error again. And then, of course, you can teach other people about the mistakes you've made and help them be able to avoid some of the pitfalls that you've gotten yourself into. I hope this was helpful to you as you think about anticipating change, instituting change, and responding to change. What do you think about these ideas? What's going on in your industry these days that's requiring you to do these things where change is concerned? I look forward to hearing from you right here at the blog or wherever it is that you're watching this video. Thanks for joining me.